Well, hello and welcome. Welcome to my crafty corner, guys. That's right. It's time for Friday Night Nuts. I'm Els, and this is where we don't craft. We just kind of hang out, shoot the crap, and hang out. You know? We don't always need to craft. Okay, we do. We always need to craft. I always need to craft. But, we're just going to hang out. All right. So we're going to hang out for just a couple of seconds here and let everybody show up. And then, we're going to talk. I'm going to go get some soda. I'll be back. Hi, Michelle. Hello, Miss Jamie. Okay. Whew. All right, I got soda. I think I'm getting the cold back. If I am, I'm going to scream. I've already had to give up a weekend with Buggy. I don't like giving up my weekends with Buggy. I like the kid. He's one of my favorite 9 grandchildren. Hee hee. I'm working on not being sick, but these things happen. Okay. I am not pressing this. I'm just rolling it, guys. It's chiffon. I made chiffon ribbon, hand-dyed. And now I'm going to roll it up. I don't know how I'm going to seal it, but I'm going to roll it. Hi, Miss Maury. Yes, I dyed something. Now it can only be a short time before I start, dyeing other things. Okay, 1. This came out much darker than I wanted, though. It was supposed to be a light pink, and it came out much darker. Probably because I put it in the dye, and then I got sick, and I left it there for like 2 days. And I don't normally...
So it's extra long.
So it's extra dyed. But I do like the patterning on it. The tortoiseshell patterning. And it is chiffon. This is Shaylee's fault. She did this. Hello, Marie! Only 8 degrees. Well, that's not bad.
It's warming up.
It's warming up. I heard from Jennifer P. She has arrived at the hospital in Tucson, and they made it safe. Hi, Harry. No, don't. No, you cannot rub on my hands while I'm rolling chiffon. No, stop. Stop, you little monster. Move. I don't want kitty butt on my chiffon. Everybody says hi, Huber.
Hello.
Yes, she made it in time. They made it to the convalescent hospital. Good gravy. So last night, I was coming in the door, the sliding glass door, and I opened the door just as I coughed. And I pulled a muscle in my back.
I fixed it.
Whoever fixed it.
I do that. I fixed it.
But, you know, got me to thinking. At what point did we get to this, where we can't wash our own backs? We pull muscles when we cough. How did this happen to us? How? You pee? Right? Seriously, I'm like opening the door and I coughed. And all of a sudden, my back went, screw you. And I went, oh. And then Hubbard tries to fix it. And Harry decides to play Ring Around the Humans. He kept running. He kept jumping down to the left side of my desk over on this side. And then he'd go around us. And then he'd jump back up on the other side. Ring around the humans. So I have questions. We're going to go back to that underwear thing. Because I will be damned if I can remember how I used to put on my underwear, that I didn't fall over when I tried to put in the second foot. Like the first foot, not a problem. I could stand there and put the first foot in all day long. When exactly did I lose the ability to put the second foot into my underwear? When did that go away? Anybody? Do I have a drill and a bobby pin? Yeah, but I'm not that super lazy.
Cox Business Support. My name's Mike.
Sorry about that.
So far, so good, Steve. How are you doing?
I prefer to do it by hand.
You too, huh?
That way I can get out some of the wrinkles.
Yeah,
like I don't want to take out all the wrinkles because the crinkle is the look everybody wants, But I don't want the folded over parts.
Right.
Did you just jump up on my desk and knock a bunch of stuff over just to be a little pain in the butt? Are you just being a PETA to be a PETA?
Give me about 15 seconds before you start pulling that up.
So yeah, it's 1 yard.
Thing I was working on before.
They're about an inch and a half wide.
Just like 15, 20 seconds.
Hand torn.
Thanks, appreciate it. Gotta always make sure you save before you tab off onto something else.
What did you knock on the floor? Cutting dies. Hi, Chris.
Right, exactly.
I emailed you that information, honey.
Right.
I sent the email back to you again.
That's why
Since you accidentally deleted it.
And just leave it sitting off to the side while sometimes.
It's just the getting it started part that's a pain in the butt.
Pulling it up. So what you got going on with this? You just looking for an update, or looks like they got some sort of fiber outage, maybe? Huh?
So come on, somebody tell me, when is it exactly that we lost the ability to be able to stand up and put on our underwear? Because I remember there used to be a time
Looks like this is a set.
When,
for us to work it
we had to run to get dressed for something,
just under an hour.
we could get our clothes completely on, standing up, never wobbling. Now, all of a sudden, you put your first foot in your underwear, no problem. Second foot, it always gets caught. You fall sideways. What is the deal with that? You taking your late 30s? Oh, I know I'm getting this out of my lungs. I'm coughing it out, but it's still a pain in the butt.
They might not be hands off yet.
Oh my God. He's back. And that's what he does. He just walks across me. Why don't you go in one of the kitty caves and hibernate or something?
Yeah, no. So am I at this point. So, okay. So this ticket about the outage was last updated approximately 30 minutes ago, and they said that this is from my fiber guys in the knock. Seeing span coming back up, circuits are.
I know, right? Janie wants to when she hit 50. Mari holds on to the towel rack. I know, right? Like you got to hold on to something. And my husband keeps looking at me going, just sit down. No, I'm not taking dressing advice from a guy who sent me an ad today for sweat pant coveralls that were $100. He didn't know that. We were having a conversation the other day about him buying coveralls, and how like you get to an age where as a guy, you're like coveralls because you don't want to wear a belt anymore because, dad bod.
I'm scrolling through it nowhere.
And, yet about well, it's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Because they get that, that belly, and they can't pull their pants up because if they pull their pants up, they look like Fred Mertz.
Something.
If you get that reference, you're old.
I
like me.
Tight-lipped about what happened. I just not seeing any of the usual or unusual answers, depending on how you look at it. But
he was looking at, and then today he was scrolling his phone and the dad bod veteran came on, and he had on a pair of sweatpants.
So it's just off of this one.
Coveralls.
So they're not
Overalls,
hands off.
And
I can update the HD ticket that you gave me.
So Huber sent me the. He didn't send me the.
We'll check it. Let's say an hour.
The listing. He just sent me the meme.
Our teammates figured it out.
And I was like, okay.
So
I looked up the company. $99 for a pair of coveralls made from sweatpant material. I was like, nope.
Me? I'm in Vegas.
Because when he sends me stuff like that, normally I just buy it for him because I'm like, I figure he wants it. So I'll buy it for him, surprise him, here you go. I'm not paying $100 for a pair of sweatpants coveralls. No. You can get the jean ones for $40 like everybody else.
I know an Agnes in Rhode Island. Yeah, I believe she was in earlier today.
Carla!
Yeah, she's around.
Hey, Gypsy. But yeah, $100. Couldn't believe it.
Oh, okay.
For a pair of bib overalls,
I leave her a
was
message
like, oh.
that she recognized, other than Steve from Dish. All right, I'll send her that message here in a moment. She'll catch it when she gets in next. Not a problem, buddy. You have yourself a fantastic evening.
So then I went down the rabbit hole.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Went to Googled it. And then Shein and Temu and Ali and all of them to see. And they have the ones for women that are like, the cotton ones like that. But only ones I can find for men are denim.
Did you get into the backstory on that?
Yes.
Like we've been talking about that for a couple, 2-3 days ago, and then one of the guys I watch regular, Dad Bod, Veteran Nation, he had to pop up and say something about it.
It looks like I have rolls of prosciutto on my desk. And I don't know how we're going to close these. I don't know. Let's see. Maybe we'll tie some string or some lace or ribbon. Let's see what we got. Ooh. We need like really thin ribbon. That's thick. Thin. We have some thin ribbon. We'll use some thin ribbon. But well, I mean, we could use thin ribbon, or we could use some embroidery thread or some baker's twine. Somebody tell me what to do here. Hi guys, how you doing? Yeah, I'm going under the desk. Sorry. Here we go. No, that clashes. Let's use some white. White. Okay. Now that I've torn apart the underside of the desk, and it's now a disaster down there. That's okay. Next time Buggy comes over, he'll fix it. He does that. He fixes stuff for me. I make a mess and he cleans it up. It's just the way it works. Okay. I should have put that away. All right. So yeah, I need answers. Like, I don't get it. It at some point in our lives, we lost the ability to do the simplest crap. Like find a comfortable position in bed. Why? Why can't we just find a comfortable position? Why does it have to be such a hassle? Says the woman who can't even tie a bow right now. Right? Try putting it on the other leg first and see what happens. I'm going to fall over the other way. Honestly, I stand in the doorway and I do it now so that I can lean to one side and then lean to the other side. Mike chooses the sit down on a chair. Put your pants on, but don't pull them up. Just get them like, up to your thighs. Then put on your socks and your shoes before standing up.
Then adjust.
And then adjust.
Rather sit and not fall over.
Bye, Mari! Eat some birthday cake for me. You just came in. Mister.
Wait a minute.
He's like, I don't wanna.
I know he doesn't want them. I don't care. Wait a minute.
And at what point did dinner time become 4:30?
After the kids left.
The only thing that I've got going for me right now is the fact that I can eat breakfast for dinner. And I don't care.
And we could have ice cream for dinner for that matter.
And I can have ice cream if I want. Well, if my sugar says I can. Or if I'm willing to take a pill.
And because we're not feeding a small army, I can make you a steak if you want.
Bye, honey.
Feeding a small army is expensive.
It is.
So when you go from decent steak to what's that chopped up stuff that's supposed to shape your steak?
Yeah, the cheapest thing you can find. Okay. At some point, ladies, we got old. They changed the rules and nobody notify us. Isn't that like against the rules to change the rules without telling us? They don't go hunting. They just go wander around in the woods. Give a crap about it. She was all set for deer in deer season. And her brother and her husband went deer hunting. Neither one of them got anything. So she got no deer. I personally think that they were just out there drinking beers in the woods, as men do. So, what's everybody's temperature? Outside, not yours. Carla, baby, are you still alive, or are you a frozen Carlasicle? Apparently the temperature is getting better in Chicago. Five degrees, 10 degrees. Oh my God. I feel bad, guys. It was 70 here today. 90 in your apartment. Whoop whoop. It's so warm in my apartment that it's raining in my windows. Oh, damn. Yeah, but see, you got to keep the cats warm. Cats like warmth. They don't like cold. They don't. And if they get cold, then they start clawing at things. Namely you. Anybody else notice that these strings have gotten longer the further I've gone into this project? I just don't want to mess with it. I'm done trying to tie these little knots. Stupid little knots. Harry wants to go outside every day, every morning. And then he goes out there and he's out there like 5 minutes when he remembers he's an HVAC kind of kitty. Yep. I like heating and air conditioning. Seasonally. Grand Rapids. Probably 8-ish by the front door. Chris is going to Vegas. Holy crap. Hi, Christine. Oh, wow. Yeah, no. I am definitely an HVAC girl. I'll be honest. So I moved to Vegas in 2000. Matter of fact, I moved into my house January 1st, 2000. We closed on it like a week before Christmas. And they turned over the keys on New Year's Eve. So we moved in on New Year's Day. And I got to tell you, wow. I did not realize when we bought the house, because I bought a prefab, and we had the inspection done, but they never went under the house. And so the venting for the cooling and heating was not connected. So we had we didn't notice it in the winter really, because I didn't turn the heat on, because it was, there were 4 of us in the house plus the dogs. And I had like 6 Pomeranians at the time and 2 cats. So for us, that was, if it got chilly, it was like just throw on a sweater, because we didn't expect to, for it to be too totally cold. And so that wasn't a big deal. But when the summer came, and my kids had been living in Southern California. Now we had lived in Arizona, so I knew, what heat was going to be. $47 in Houston. Oh. But that's when we found out that the ductwork, because I was like air conditioning, and I turned it on and it didn't get cool in the house. And so I told my husband to go check the, under the venting, and he opened up the panel and this big cloud of cold air rushed out. We were basically cooling the underside of our house. So we tried reconnecting it, but there was something wrong with the HVAC unit, and it just kept like spilling water into the ducts and pulling it down. So I said, okay, I'm done with this. And so we went the whole summer with no air conditioning because couldn't afford an HVAC guy because they're expensive in Vegas. By the second year, we were just using fans everywhere. By the third year, I had gone out and bought a swamp cooler. And just a little one. And it was enough to keep, like, the living room cool. So the kids and I would just hang out in the living room. And it was like, open floor plan. You had dining room, kitchen, living room kind of thing. And we would hang out there. But now we live here. And my swamp cooler died. I bought a big one a couple of years after that.
Yeah.
In probably about 5-6 years. Well, I bought it about 5 years after we got here, but I didn't put it in until the following summer. Didn't install it. And wow, so much better in my house.
Swamp coolers are a beautiful thing when set up properly. I had to wire that thing and built the stand for it, and how it married up to the house.
So, so we had that, and I still didn't turn on my heat. Like, I did not have heat. I until we moved up here, I didn't have heat because, there was just always so many people in my house that, we didn't need heat. And if it did get a little chilly, it was like, go get a sweater,
And then I was cooking for the army,
Yeah, and then I'm cooking for, 20 people every night. So the oven heated up the house.
Oven or stove, coffee.
And, but now it's like, okay, if it gets below 70, we're turning the heat on. If it gets above 75, we're turning on the air conditioner. Because now we're big babies because we're old. When did this happen? When did we get to this point, right? Oh. So I have had a lot of you guys reach out and say, hey, I'll do Friday Night Nutz with you. Because I'm not good by myself. I'm not fun by myself. I need somebody else to talk with me. Because that's stupid talking to myself. It sneaks up on you, right? So, so I need, I've got like 3 or 4 people that have reached out and said, hey, they're interested in doing this weirdness, and hanging out, I get the I volunteer as tribute feeling from some people. But we are gonna we're gonna hang out, and we're gonna shoot the crap. I'm gonna see what's in here because there's some really cool stuff in here that I haven't seen in forever. So let's pour it out and see what's in here. Ooh, we got all kinds of pretties. Big pretties. Look at that one. That one's cool. It's more like a charm, really. And we got these. Aren't these Tim stuff? Is that Tim stuff? Anybody know if that's Tim stuff? What in the? Why? Why? Well, these are kind of cool. Like little word plates. I don't know. I get stuff like this, like metal stuff. And it comes in bags of things. And I don't know what to do with it. So I just kind of chuck it in here. I got a birthday cake and a birthday candle. Don't know what those are from. Got lots of hearts. Lots of freaking hearts. Don't know what those are all from. The letter N on a piece of hammered metal. I don't know. Like these things. I don't know what I would ever do with them. Getting rid of them. Putting them over here. But like I get this stuff that, it comes in, like I'll get it in a bag of stuff. This is pretty. Look at that. It's like a flower. I don't even know what it is. The letter N. Some playing cards. A watch on a bulb pin. With another watch. 2 watches on a bulb pin. Probably came in something or Happy Mail. That's Alice, though. So this is probably something that somebody did for Alice in Wonderland. This is a button that the back's been cut off of. This is a button. That's a button. I don't know what the N is for. I know what these are. These are cool. They're like little tabs, metal tabs. You know what? We'll keep that out. What else do we have over here? Peace. Oh, I like that. We'll keep that out. More hearts. How did I get so many freaking hearts? There's another heart. But yeah, this is all kind of stuff that, like, sometimes it comes in sets of things. And there's a teapot. And like, I'll get it and like, I don't know what to do with it. So I just kind of toss the whole handful in here. And then after a while, I have to kind of like look in here and go, what the hell is in there?
Puppy, you're a PETA. I didn't give you opportunity to go while you're sitting there.
And of course, there's these. I don't know if they look good on me.
Wait.
I'm sure they're from earrings and I trimmed them off. There's just a little diamond. There's the letter B. That is a bumblebee. I have a cross. Oh, wait, there's another one. What is this one? An R. There's another heart. Little tiny gears. There's a birthday present. There's another word piece. What does this one say? This one says peace. This one says handmade. That one's cool. Maybe I'll put that in with my jewelries. There's another earring I tore the back off of. And some flourish stuff. Look at that. A pair of scissors. Yeah, I probably will when I do the pokey tools. There's another birthday present. More of these things. Got lots of these. Corners. Ooh, I do like this one too. Why does that look like it has rub and buff on it? It might. I'll put it over there. See these little thin metal pieces? These are good for, there's one of those spiders we have. What is this? Oh, this is a piece. This is like a plate piece, and I started cutting it apart. Look at that. So yeah, so every now and then I get like these bags of broken jewelry, you know. But look at this. This is gorgeous. I don't know what the hell I would do with it, but I could maybe put a thing on it and put it on a journal, part of a dangle. I don't know. What's this?
Are you done? I'm not coming outside. Are you done?
It's a piece of that one piece that I cut up.
All right, go on.
Here's another candle. Thank you for loving me as your own. No idea. This is just for adding jewelry to. It's just a jewelry bag. There's a jewelry bag. It's a pin. Button. Pegasus? I don't know. It's tarnished like nobody's business. It's probably off a broken piece of jewelry. And a leaf. This is cool. I think we'll use that in the steampunk journal. Maybe. I got these. I love you in sign language. There's party hat. Goes with that birthday stuff. There's a leaf. That's cool. I like that one. All right. I don't really see. There's another heart. Tiny, tiny, tiny little, I mean, microscopic tiny little clock hands. That's cool. Okay. I just haven't been through this in a long time. Lots of gears, though. Lots of gears in here. And the thing is I usually don't buy gears this big. So these are like huge. And they're metal. Like usually I buy wood ones and then I can paint them. And that way, you know, they're lighter on my projects. Look at that. It's a wing. That one says hope. These big ones, they're metal, and I don't usually buy metal. I usually buy wood or plastic, you know, because it's better for the weight on the journal. It's not as heavy, but I got a lot of these bigger ones, and like I said, I usually buy little ones. And even smaller than this. I have some that are even smaller than these. Or I buy these like really flat ones.
Hey, Alicia, this is Mike with Cox Business Support calling on a recorded line. How you doing today, ma'am?
I don't know.
Oh, it's another fun-filled day. Yeehaw.
These are cute. Let me get it to the right side. Look at that.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like you got a house full there.
That was pretty.
Hey,
Keys. I don't even know why keys are in here because I usually keep keys in the box.
INC 1237 680.
I used to sell these a long time ago. These metal pieces. I used to keep them in the shop. And you get like a bag of like 10 different ones. But I don't keep them in the shop anymore because they don't sell.
I don't know.
And I kind of got rid of what I had.
There it is. PX1329 Bravo Alpha. 51 left.
These leaves are really delicate. Look at those.
All right.
Really super thin too. It looks like there's no weight to that at all.
Well,
That's kind of cool.
yeah, I think we can because it looks like everything I'm seeing here, according
But a
to
lot
our
of this
vendor, they went
is,
on site and everything had
I'm
resolved.
trying to get to the
Site
gears.
self-restored, cleared by T-Bubble now.
Because I want to see. We did one of these where
Okay.
we
Well,
colored
we'll
it
resolve that
with
on our side, so. All
model
right,
paint,
fantastic. As long as I can do that.
faux enamel
All right.
modeling paint.
Thank you so much, Lisa, and hope the rest of your tickets for the rest of the night are as easy as what this one was.
It's a bow.
Have yourself a fantastic night now. All right. Thank
That
you.
one's nice.
Bye-bye.
Key. There is a gear with a heart in it. That's different. There's another key. Okay, because I just want tiny gears. These are all going to be, I think, too big. This one's good. Too big. Yeah, these are all going to be too big for what I want. I got one out of all of them. One. Now we'll pick these up. I need a piece of paper. We'll pick these up and put them back in the bin. Now that we've gone through all of them and they're all too big, we'll pull the ones out of the bag. And I'll find something in the bag that I can use. Okay, so we have these, and these are typically smaller. So, yeah, so like when I go out and I get stuff, sometimes, you know, when I buy those bags, you guys know the bags, the ones I love, those big bags of stuff that I pay like $5 or $6 for in the thrift store. Sometimes when I get home, see, it's got a lot of smaller gears in it. There's like a handful of stuff in the bottom of those. And sometimes, not always, but sometimes you get little pieces, you know, like little metal pieces and stuff, or like pieces of broken jewelry in there and stuff, which, you know, I use to make embellishments. I think we're going to do a whole video on it, making embellishments with them. Okay. All right. This one. This one. Oh, I like that one. It's too big though. Screw it. I'm taking it. Okay. So I'm going to put these over here because they're the tiny ones. And then we're going to put the big ones back in the other bag. In this bag. These are bigger. I could just put them in there. Screw it. All right, so I'm going to put the teeny tiny ones in here because these are the ones that I'll be using on this journal. So would you guys like a video on how to use like broken jewelry and stuff to make them, you know, embellishments? If you do, let me know. I'll do that. Okay, so what do we got? So this is a lobster claw. It probably had something attached to it at some point. Maybe this, I don't know. But that's a lobster claw. And then BN&R, burn. Okay. Then we have this stuff, which is all, best I can tell, it's all birthday stuff. There's like 2 candles, 2 party hats, 1 birthday cake, and 2 presents. Put that over there. So did we figure this out? Is this Tim stuff? I got smile, fun, believe, and giggle. Is this Timmy stuff? Now these, I mean, these could be somebody just stamped these, you know. Hard to say. But I think we might keep this one out because we won't use it. All right, so this one says birthday and this one says happy. So they go with the presents. I'm going to go ahead and put them with the presents. And then this, well, that's an Alice thing, and we'll play with that later. All right, so we have keys. Those should be in the box, so we'll put those in the box. Then we have that handmade one. And what's this one? This one says peace. Handmade and peace. We'll keep those in there. Then we have love and peace. Somebody's very peaceful. This one here, I don't understand this at all. Thank you for loving me as your own. We're going to put it over there. And then we have, you know, here's that one. Here's a little round one. And it says hope. Going over there. That's going over there. And then we have these. And I don't think any of them are the same. I don't think any of these are the same. This one's got a little 4-leaf clover on it. This one's got a heart on it. This one's got an upside down horseshoe. This one has a totally different heart on it. This one has a flower. This one doesn't really have anything. This one has a rose on one side. This one just has a filigree around the outside. This one has like flowers running down it. I don't know. And this one's got like a French swirl. And then there's this one, which is really cute. But I don't have any use for any of them right now. Go in there. We're going to put those keys away. All right. Let's see. Keys. Where would we keep? If I were a key, where would I be? Well, I would be with the rest of the keys in the box. Ta-da! Keys aplenty. I have keys. Keys, keys, keys. Okay, so what is something that you collect for crafting that you never use? I gotta know. Because I know I collect some stuff that I never, ever, ever use. Like these wood buttons. I never use them. I don't know why I collect them, but I do. So what do you guys do? Because I can't be the only person who does this. Like, look at these. I have a bunch of brads. I have not used a brad on anything in forever. Why do I have brads? Why? Anybody? Anybody? Nobody? These are all brads too. That's a whole thing of brads. Like, look. These are all brads. This is a bag of brads. I don't use them for shit. Why do I have them? No idea. That's a brad. That's a tiny little key in the bottom. I ain't even going to try and fish that shit out. There's another key. Get in your spot, would you? There's another key. Get in your spot. These are blanks for paper clips. How about these? I don't use these for shit. Why do I have them? Anybody? Does anybody have the answer to these questions? I was on Temu today, and you know what I realized? I own everything on Temu. Every crafting supply. Like, I'm looking at it going, I already have that. And then I saw something, I was like, that's cool. Oh, no, you already have that. Okay. Dum-dee-dee-dum, dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. What are these? What corners? More little keys. We're putting all that over there. It's a vintage mini playing card. this little wood shape. Shouldn't even be in there. Maybe we'll play with that later. I buy very pretty papers and then say I will save for the project and then keep it. Yeah, okay. Prepped for that one time. You're right. I know it's like I rarely go in here, guys. This one's my big one. These are all paper clips. I bought these a couple of years ago on a trip. I have not used one of them. I just thought they were freaking cute because they're people. Haven't used clip one. I don't know why I bought them. No freaking idea. Oh well. I have a whole bunch of these too. Don't know what I'm doing with them. But yeah, these are all paper clips. Let's keep that one out. Maybe we'll do something with that in the current journal. Big old honking paper clip. The little ones I use. These little ones I do, but these big ones I don't really use that often. But one of these days, I'll go in here looking for one and I won't have a big one and I'll be mad. All right, guys. So today is Friday. Tomorrow we're going to be doing mixed media. And then Sunday we're going to be having our game. I may come on live a little bit tomorrow morning. I don't know. Maybe. Yes, it flips over. Actually, I have two of those that flip over like that. Love it. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I got to run. So I will see you tomorrow morning. Until then, stay safe, stay warm, stay hydrated, stay well. And maybe next week I'll have a co-host. Till then, bye, ladies.